Good evening, good morning, Eagle team. Welcome to our weekly Saturday training Zoom call. And congratulate yourselves for being here, you guys, investing yourselves in your business. In order to do, in order to see your growth in LifeVantage, you need to do the right thing, right? And so today I'm very excited because we are going to learn three key things that each and every one of us must and focus on. And those are number one, of course, commitment. That's the very first thing. Why commitment is one of the most important ingredients to a successful business. And then followed by consistency. Of course, after you commit, you must achieve consistency, right? Because no success is overnight. And then duplication. Duplication happens when ITT is followed. Our simple system ITT, invite, tool, and team. So we must duplicate these right principles and behaviors. Why these proper principles and behaviors must come together in perfect harmony. We're going to find that out tonight because you cannot leave one without the others, you guys. All these ingredients are necessary to see the results and the goals you've set for yourself. And what a great opportunity for us to learn it from our Executive Master Pro 10, Marc Shinsato, who blocked his valuable time for us today. We must be very, very important to him, you guys, and share his wisdom to teach us these behaviors. Marc is such an amazing human being who is loved by the many. His humility stands out. His love to serve others and love for his family stands out as well. And that is why I look up to him as my mentor, my guide, my good friend for several years now, and he has never left me behind. He's always there when I needed him. So help me welcome our servant leader, Marc Shinsato.
Aloha, everyone. Mabuhay. I hope everyone's doing great. I'm glad I could be on this call with you. I'm glad it's at 7 p.m. and not 7 a.m. So I'm just excited. But let me, introduce myself to all of you. I started, LifeVantage about 13 years ago, a little over 13 years ago now. I'm originally from Hawaii, born and raised in Hawaii. And I had a great life growing up. Wasn't born into, wealth, and but had a great life. And I remember one of my first days, I went to a new middle school. And as I walked into that new school, I remember just looking at people's shoes, and I thought, oh my goodness, look at those shoes. They're nice shoes. And I looked at my shoes, and I had the hand-me-down shoes, the old shoes. And as that was kind of the first time that I thought, oh my goodness, maybe I'm poor, and but nonetheless, I had a great life, and I just thought to myself, oh my goodness, one day I want to get some nicer shoes than the shoes that I have on. And so I had an amazing mentor of mine, my grandfather, and he always taught me that. He said, you can change your future, but if you want to change your future, what you got to do is to commit. Then you have to have a plan of action. Then you have to work that plan, right? You have to be consistent in working to achieve those goals, and then you can change your life. And so I said, that's what I want to do. And I learned from an early age to set goals, to put a plan of action, and to work that plan. And what I've seen over the years is that those that are successful in anything, right, whether it's business, whether it's music or sports, that people, those successful people, set goals, they have a plan of action, and then they work that plan. And they're consistent over time. I mean, you look at the great basketball players or soccer players or musicians, right? It doesn't come overnight. It's a lot of hard hours of doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's not always easy, is what I've learned as well. And I had a mentor that taught me. He said, you have to embrace the suck, and the suck is the hard stuff. And you just know that it happens and just keep doing it over and over and over. And so I'd like to share with you. I'm going to share my screen with you. Now, here is my screen here. You can see this here. Here's my family. And they're really the love of my life. And I do whatever I do for them. And I still remember when my first daughter was born. If you look at the screen to the right of me in that brown shirt, that's my oldest daughter, Kenna. And I remember when she was first born, and I was just thinking to myself, I remember bringing her home from the hospital a couple of days after she was born, holding her in my arms, and just excited to be a new dad. I mean, how many of you can relate to that? Being a new parent. Anyone remember that? Or what about being a new aunt or uncle, right? Or what about being a new baby? Do you remember that? So I remember bringing her home and just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm a new dad. I'm a new dad, right? And I was excited. And then I remember at the same time, I was nervous. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, what type of life am I going to provide for her, right? I wanted to give her the best school and education possible. I wanted to give them experiences that I didn't have. Maybe like going to Disneyland, or different type of things that I never experienced when I was younger. And I just thought to myself, oh my goodness, I got to work hard. I remember what Grandpa said, set a goal, make a plan, and then work that plan consistently over time. And so I set out to do that. And I made some goals. And one of the goals I made for myself, I said, you know what? I want to be able to have my kids be the best people they can be. That was the most important goal. And I thought to myself, well, what do you need for that? Well, one, you need money, right? You need to have money so you can pay for food and education and give them experiences. And so I set out, and I thought I want to be able to retire by the time I'm in my mid-30s. And so I set a plan and I went to work. And I remember every day, early morning, I would go into my daughter's room. It was pitch black outside, and I would kiss her on the forehead and I say, I commit to working my plan and to be able to give you a good life. And I went off to work. And then I would get home late at night. It was dark outside, and my daughter was sleeping. I would kiss her on the forehead and said, I'm home. And I would keep doing that over and over and over again, day in, day out, day in, day out. And let me see, how many of you can relate to that? Working every day, early morning to late night, early morning to late night. Can I just see a show of hands of how many people do that, right? Okay, look, a bunch of us. There we go. Or if you don't want to turn your screen on, would you at least in the comment in the chat section there, I just want you to put a 1 in the chat section if you can relate to early morning, late night, early morning, late night. Okay, let's see how many people can relate to that. There we go. Only a few people. Okay, more and more people coming. There we go. Okay. Because here's what I learned. It takes a lot of hard work to build this business, right? To build any business takes a lot of hard work. Okay, we got a few ones there, a bunch. One thing I hope you know, that if you want to be successful at building this business, and guess what you got to do? You got to work really hard. It doesn't happen by itself. There we go. Here's more, a little more ones there. Okay. So I did that over and over, and I realized, you know what? About a year and a half after my daughter was born, I realized that, gosh, my daughter took her first steps. She took her first words, and I missed those first steps, and I missed those first words. And I realized that, oh my goodness, that it wasn't all about the money, but it was also about time. I wanted a little bit more time. And so I had to reevaluate my life and say, what's really important? And then I thought, you can have both. You don't have to choose between one or the other. And I thought, so what can I do that's going to give me time and money, right? Because I wanted both. And that's what led me to this amazing industry of network marketing. So I want to tell you this. I've been now in this network marketing industry for over 30 years now, in and out of the corporate side of network marketing companies, as well as being a distributor. But here's what I learned, that you got to work really, really hard, that it doesn't come easy, that you got to embrace the suck, right? You have to commit to change your life. So let me ask you this question, right? How many of you want to change your life? How many of you want to build an income that comes in, a leveraged income? And also, how many of you want time? Anyone want that? Both of those things there? Show of hands. Okay. Well, if you do, then here's what I learned. You got to commit. You got to commit, and then you got to go to work. Okay. Commit, put a plan of action in place, and go to work. So let me share with you a couple of things right now. Here's what we do. We build networks, right? Here's how you're going to be successful. You're going to have to build a network. You're going to build a network of customers, people that just want to use your products, and people that want to build a business. So you have to build two different networks, okay? Now, the customers are a little easier to find. But let's say, how many of you want to be an elite distributor, at least a Pro 7 or above? Anyone that wants to be an elite distributor? If you want to be an elite distributor as Pro 7 and above, or how many of you want to be a Pro 10? Anyone? If you want to be a Pro 10, can you put in 10, a 10 in there? So Emmy wants to, Greg does, Kai does, Raynell, Margie wants to, MG, Sophia, okay. Wow, look at that. Hilda, Rosalie, Anne, Jennifer. So not everyone wants to be a Pro 10. That's fine. But if you want to be a Pro 10, then here's what you got to do. You got to build two networks of people, networks of customers and a network of business people, entrepreneurs, people that want to build a business. Okay, now two different types of people, right? Customers just want to use product. You need those people. They're very, very important. But let's say you want to become a Pro 7, okay? If you look at a Pro, well, or Pro 10, you guys want to be Pro 10. So Pro 10 needs, how much volume a month does a Pro 10 need to generate? Who wants to unmute themselves and tell me how much volume you need? Not Kai and Greg, but the others. I want to see the others. If you can unmute yourself and tell me how much volume. Say that again.
A million.
A million. Very good. Okay, 1,000,000 points. Okay, 1,000,000 points. Now, so if the average customer, let's say the average customer does 100 points, okay? 100 points, that's about $100 US. Open that calculator, and I want you to take 1,000,000 divided by 100 points. How many customers do you need?
10,000. Yeah.
10,000, good. Who was that? Hilda? Thank you, Hilda. You're going to need 10,000 customers. Now, is that a lot of customers? That is a lot of customers, right? That's daunting to me. I'm like, I don't know 10,000 people. 10,000 people, right? And so, but here's what I decided I had to do. You had to build a network of customers and business people. So here's what I did. I just went out. I enrolled my first month about 18 people in my first month. I talked to, 30 plus people, 30 to 50 people. Out of the 30 to 50 people, I think about 20, I can't remember the exact number. I want to say 27, 28 of them said that they would listen. Out of that, 18 said that they want to do the business. So I talked to 30 to 50 people. About 28 of them said, I'll listen. Out of the 28 people that listened to a presentation, 18 said they wanted to join the business, and they joined with that biggest pack that we had. Okay. And then from there, here's what I did. Here's what I learned. That just because people join with a platinum pack, right, with the big pack or any pack, it doesn't mean that they're going to work. And so What I had to figure out was who wants to work. So I found the people that would do what they said they're going to do. If they said they're going to show up at a meeting, they show up, right? If they say that they're going to bring someone to a meeting, they bring someone to a meeting. And if they couldn't bring someone to a meeting, they show up anyway. They come to the meeting, right, to learn the training, because you got it. The more you hear it and see it, the more you're going to learn. So people that do what they're going to say. And then once I found those people that were do what they say, then I started to focus on those people and help them. Now, here's what I taught them. Okay, here's what's really, really important is, again, what are we going to do? What's that goal? We're going to what? Build networks of what? 2 types of network of people. Do you remember that? Who can tell me? We're going to build 2 different networks.
Distributors and customers.
Distributors and customer, Rona. Thank you. Distributors, a network of distributors and a network of customers. Okay, really, really, really important. 2 types of people. Now, let me share my screen with you. Here's what the first goal. Anytime I enroll someone brand new, I'm going to do this with them. I'm going to say this. Our first goal is 5, 10, 5. Okay, can you all say 5, 10, 5? Where are you at? Wherever you're at, just say 5, 10, 5.
5, 10, 5.
Good. 5, 10, 5. Say it again. And say it again. 5, 10, 5. I want you to
5, 10, 5.
Thank you.
5, 10, 5.
10,
5,
5.
10, 5.
10, 5.
Thank you. I want you to remember that, because 5 means the first goal is we're going to enroll 5 business builders, 5 people that want to build a business, 5 distributors that buy a pack. Okay? And then we also want to look at 10 customers. Remember I said we're going to build 2 different networks? Okay? They're different types of people. Customers aren't going to build your business. Okay? Customers won't build your business. So you need both. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build this, right, and duplicate this activity 5 levels deep. So here's what I mean. So that's you on the top there, okay? Let's say that's Hilda right on the top. And Hilda's first goal is to enroll 5 people that want to build a business, and 5 people and 10 people that want to build, just want to use the products. They don't care about building business. They don't want to build a business. They don't want to make money. They just want to use products. Okay, but here's what we're going to focus on the people that want to build the business. Okay, because remember I said out of the 18 people that I enrolled 18 people, right? But only 6 went to work. Let me just tell you that. Only 6 went to work. And I focus on the 6 people, and from the 6 people, I help them to do 5, 10, 5. I help each of the 6 people to go back and help them to enroll 5 people that want to build a business and 10 customers. That was the goal. Okay. And from that, it built a Pro 10 business. Now, here's that first level. If we focus on this 5 people here and help them to do 5 and 10 and build it 5 levels deep, the second level means you're going to have 25 business people and 50 customers. We're going to do this again. Third level, 125 business builders and 250 customers. Fourth and the 5th level. Now, this is in a perfect world, and it doesn't happen perfectly. But our goal, right? Our goal is to duplicate the actions of 5, 10, and 5. And you can help everyone to continue to go 5, 10, and go 5 levels deep. So these people here on your 5th level, you want to help these 3,000 people, okay? And again, in a perfect world, but not everyone, right, will do that. So you might have half. You might have 1,500 people. You might have 1,000 people, right? And just because they enrolled, it doesn't mean that all of them are going to work. So you're going to find the ones that work and you're going to help them, okay? And we're going to help them to go do their 5 and 10, and then help them to go 5 levels deep. That's how you're going to build an organization, okay? Any questions so far? No questions. Okay. So here's what we want to do. Now, you can do this in the first month, the 5 and 10, right? Or you can do it over the next couple of months. So if you are a go-getter, right? If you're a go-getter, then you want to get your 5 and 10 in the first month. If you want to take it a little slower, then, every month at least look for 1 business builder, 1 distributor, and 2 customers. At least do that 1 and 2 every month. Okay, that's the goal. Now, I'm going to show you a way to help you to implement the 5-10-5. Okay. In the United States, we have something called an MVP promotion that we're running right now. And this MVP promotion, to me, is one of the best promotions that I've seen in LifeVantage, probably in the last 4 to 5 years. Why? Because it promotes the right actions, the right activity that's going to help you to grow that huge business that you want. Okay. So I'm going to share with you the mechanics of the promotion in the United States. Okay. So can you see that chart here? So I made this little chart. And here's what we're going to do. Our goal is we're going to take, in order to get the 5 and 10 and go 5 levels deep, we're going to use this chart. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to find our first 3 people that want to build the business. These first blue people, that's your first 3 people that want to build your business. So once they enroll with a pack, and then they have an auto ship, a subscription of 200 or more, then we're going to put their name, we're going to write their names in there. These are the people that are actually going to start to do what they say they're going to do. Okay, because you're going to get a bunch of other people that might enroll with a pack, but they don't do anything. Well, they're not going to build your business. They're not going to build their business. So we're going to write their names in. If they enroll in a pack and they have 200 PV on subscription, we're going to write their names in. Okay, so that's the first thing. And when you do that, when you have 3 people that enroll with a pack and have 200 PV in subscription, okay, and you write their names down, then you become an MVP bronze. Okay, and in the Philippines, we're going to cheer you on and we're going to recognize you. Okay, MVP bronze. Now, from there, these 3 blue people, right? Your 3 people that you enrolled in the business, you're going to help these 3 people do the same thing. Okay? You're going to help them enroll 3 people. And in this case, in tier 2, there's a pink, an orange, and a green. And I just put colors just to make it easy. Okay? So if this blue person, for example, let's see, it says David Holston here. Who's that?
My name is Maria Holstein, and I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh my goodness, I'm from Honolulu. I'm from Kailua.
Kailua, nice place.
Maria, good to meet you. So Maria, give me a name of a friend that you either enrolled with the pack, okay, or someone that you want to enroll.
Juliet is one of them. She's actually listening.
Okay,
and
good.
Juliet, and the other one is Joka.
Okay,
Joca.
Let's say this is Julia.
Yes.
And then so if Julie enrolled with the pack and she had $200 in auto ship PV, then you're going to write Julia's name there. Okay. And then if Joka has enrolled with the pack, then you're going to, and has 200 in auto ship for the next one, subscription, you're going to put her name there. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to keep going and you want to fill this one in too. And give me another name, for example. Another friend that you want to.
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Okay. So you're going to put Mercedes here. Okay. And let's say that these are the people that are working. So you're going to write their names down. Now you're going to go help Julia here. Mm-hmm. And you're going to say, Julia, our goal is 5-10-5. But let's start with 3. Okay. So you're going to go here. Oh, and by the way, once you get 3 here, you just print out another sheet and you're going to fill the sheet in again. You're going to put more people in that, right? So you can do this again. And if you put 2 more people on the second sheet, that means you got your 5. Mm-hmm. Okay? So anyway, you can help Julia here. Julia will help. Where's Julia? Julia, are you here? Can you unmute yourself, Julia?
Hi, I'm Juliet from Caloocan.
Juliet. Okay, Juliet. Hi, Juliet. So Juliet, you are, let's say you join, now we're going to find 3 friends that you want to enroll. Okay, our goal is 5-10-5, but we're going to start with this chart. So give me a name of a friend that you want to enroll.
Kim.
Kim. Okay, give me another one.
Princess.
Princess. And the third, Kim, Princess, and?
Kat.
Oh, did I say? Okay. Now, so that's your 3. And when you get your 3, then guess what you become? An MVP bronze. Okay? So Now here's what we're going to do, Princess. So you enroll your 3 friends, okay? And now we're going to help Princess and Kai, and I can't remember the last one. We're going to help them. Okay, so if this is Princess here in the pink, now we're going to have Princess do, again, 5, 10, 5, but we're going to use the chart and help them to become MVP bronze. We're going to help Princess now enroll 3 people, the 3 pink. And Princess will become, when Princess enrolls 3 people, Princess becomes a bronze. You see that there? And then you're going to help Kim. Now you're going to help Kim enroll 3. And when Kim enrolls 3, Kim becomes a bronze. And what's your last friend?
Cat.
Kat.
Yes.
You can have Kat enroll 3, and she enrolls 3, she becomes a bronze, and guess what? Now you become that silver because you're gonna have 3 people below you too. Okay, so our goal is to help all of our people fill out the chart. If you can work to fill out the chart, then guess what happens? Your business will grow. This is the activity that we want to duplicate, is filling out the chart. So I'm going to send this chart to Kai, and she can get it to you. And I want you just all to start to fill out the chart, because guess what happens? As you start to fill out the chart, the more people that you can get to bronze and silver and eventually to gold. And it's not easy. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be tough to get to gold, right? Because now you're going to have here, if this is Marie on the top, okay, and she gets to gold, she has 27 people on this 3rd tier here. That's a lot of people. It's not easy, but you're going to keep working to get that, to make that happen, okay? And guess what happens as you fill out the chart? Watch what happens to your business. Your business will grow. As you fill out the chart, your volume will increase. As your volume increases, what happens to your commissions? That increases.
Yeah.
Okay? You see how powerful this is? And again, our goal is still at least 5, 10, 5. But you fill out the chart, you get another one, you start to fill out that next chart, and you keep filling out the charts and helping your people, right, fill out the chart. That if we can duplicate this activity of filling out the chart, that's how we're going to grow the business. Now, how are you gonna enroll someone? Well, you got to invite them, right, to listen first of all.
Yeah.
One thing with the invite is you just ask people to listen. Doesn't matter who they are. If you say, oh, my friend Charlie, Charlie is not going to be interested, then guess what? You just cross Charlie off your list. But what if you say, Charlie listens to a presentation, and Charlie says, oh, I want to be a customer. Then guess what? You got a new customer. Or what if Charlie listens and Charlie says, I want to be I want to build a business. I want to make some money. And so they will enroll in the pack, and then they get on subscription, and you write their name in. You see, you start to fill that chart. That's what we got to do. So you got to invite, then they have to listen to a presentation, then they're going to have questions. Most people are not going to join right away. So you're going to have to find out their questions or concerns, answer the questions or concerns, right? And it's going to take time. You're probably going to have to talk to them at least 5 or 6 times of follow-up with them. And then resolve any concerns that they have. And then you're going to ask them to, are you ready? Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be a customer? Do you want to be a distributor? Or you're not interested? And if they're not interested, you say thank you, and you go talk to someone else, right? You're going to be their friend. You're going to follow up with them, and maybe it's not their timing. It's just not their timing. You're going to follow with them later. But if they're a customer, that's one of your 10 people as a customer. But if they're a distributor, then you're going to write them on the list, and that's going to be one of your 5. Okay? So that's how we're going to build a large business. And that's how I built my business, basically. We didn't have a chart like this in the beginning, but my goal was to do 5, 10, 5. And basically, I filled the chart out in my head. I didn't have the physical chart, but I'm telling you, this chart is powerful. If you can fill that chart out and teach your people how to fill that chart out. So you make the goal, right, to change your life. You make your goal maybe even to fill out the chart. And then you make a plan. Well, how am I going to do that? Well, the plan might be, I'm going to talk to one person every day. Or if that's too much, you're going to say, I'm going to talk to one person every other day. Even that, you just got to be consistent. If you say every other day, that's good enough. Just do it every other day. Okay? Whatever you can put in, because we're all busy. We have lives, we have families, we have jobs, we have, different social things. Maybe you have, whatever else you have in your life. I have church things that I do. So you're busy in life. So if all you can do is talk to one person every other day, make that goal. That's the goal. And then you got to be consistent and make sure that you're going to talk to them every other day. Or if your goal says, I'm going to work an hour a day. Okay, then whatever you commit to, you got to do. That's so important. Now, let me give you a tip. How are you going to do that? Well, once you decide that I'm going to work an hour a day, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to your phone or your schedule. I just go to my phone or my computer, open up my calendar, and I look at my week. I plan weekly. And then I'm going to schedule an hour to do LifeVantage. LifeVantage here, Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday at 3 o'clock, or whatever your schedule is, but make sure that I schedule 1 hour a day. And then I put a reminder on. And so that reminder pops up. And every day in the morning, I look at that schedule. I said, okay, I got to, at 3 o'clock, I got to do my LifeVantage. And then I ask myself, what do I have to get accomplished today? And without fail, and sometimes you're just tired. And even if you're tired, then guess what you got to do? You got to go do that hour of LifeVantage anyway. Okay? A lot of people say they want to change their lives, but a lot of people aren't committed and consistent in doing the right activities to change their life. If you want to change your life, you got to set the goal, and then you got to do the activity consistently over time. The only reason why people don't succeed in network marketing or anything is because most times it's because they don't keep the commitments. They're not consistent in doing the activities. Okay? So once again, make a goal, put the plan in place, commit to do that, and I hope that you start to fill that chart out. Okay? And let's say, maybe there might not be a lot of people that get to that goal, but that's okay. But what if you get a lot of people getting to bronze and silver? Then guess what happens? You're going to build a huge organization. What if it takes a year to get to gold? That's okay. What if it takes a year and a half to get to gold? That's okay. Okay. I just suggest that we all start to fill that chart out. Okay. Fill that chart out. Okay. And I promise you that as you make the goal, you have that plan, you make a plan, whatever your plan is. And here's a really important, if you're consistent at doing the activity over and over, even when it's tough, and even when you're going to get no's, and even when it sucks, you're going to do it anyway over a long period of time. That's what success is. Any business doesn't happen overnight. Most businesses take a long time to build. I mean, think if you're building a computer business, or you're building a mechanic business, or an online retail business, or a consulting business, whatever you do, guess what? It takes time. Okay, so make a goal, be committed, and be consistent over a long period of time, and duplicate the action over and over again. And if you do that, watch what happens to your business. So, any question, or Kai, anything you want me to cover?
Well, I would like to say that was a powerful training for tonight, because that is what we're waiting for, what we want to hear. Of course, everybody's really kind of like texting me right now in my messages as well. They wanted to have that chart to fill it out. And guys, I will only give this chart if you are committed. If you are committed to filling up that chart, because it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be Marc's homework for all of you. so that we can give him a feedback the next time he trains us, and we will have some results. Guys, this is powerful, and really commitment, consistency, and results to duplication. But human nature, Mark, of course, a lot of people just want an instant gratification. So Mark is explaining to us that this is not an overnight success. Okay, so we will open this to Q&A.
Hi, Mark. Thanks
Hi,
again
Candy.
for this call, and thank you, Kai, for doing this for our team. My question actually isn't really related to our topic now. It's related to a topic that you had before. It's about introducing the third party or your upline to your prospect.
Yes.
You said something really nice, because like most people, when they know that someone else is going to come in, someone they don't know, they get a little afraid. They're already afraid that it's network marketing. So how do you introduce your upline?
Well, first of all, what I'm going to do is in the invite, Candy and others, I'm going to just, I'm going to tell you what I would say. Just this is what I say, okay? And so really important first is how you invite, I think is really important before you make the introduction. So, one thing that I do is I'm going to, for example, when I just started my business, I might say something like, hey, how would you like to make some extra money this year? Okay. And usually I have a conversation with people. So I would know that someone they have kids that are going to college and they're worried about that, or they have some debt that they want to pay off, just different friends. I start with the people I know. So if I know that they want to make some money, then I'm going to ask them, how do you like to make some money this year? And almost all of them are going to say yes, right? And then I'm going to tell them, I said, hey, what if I could show you a way to make some extra money? I found a business, and I think you and I can make some money together. What if I could show you a way to make some money? Would you be interested in open to finding out what it is? And almost everyone will say yes, right? Especially if they want to make money. And then I'm going to say, great. So when's a good time for us? I need about an hour of your time to explain what it is and tell you what it is. Okay, I can't do it now, but when's a good time tomorrow, the next day, that you can give me an hour of your time and I'll tell you what it is. And then after you listen, here's really important, right? I need an hour of your time. I'll tell you what it is. I'll explain it. You can answer your questions. You can ask questions. And after you get the information, if it sounds interesting, great, right? If you want more information, I'll give you more information. If you're not interested, that's fine too. Just tell me, and we're still friends. And don't worry about it. Okay, so when's best for you? So I'm going to set the appointment up tomorrow or the next day. So Candy, when's best for you? Tomorrow or the next day?
Actually, maybe sometime next week.
Okay, perfect. I love that. So let me pause, right? So you got to remember people are busy, right? People are busy. So not everyone will be able to meet tomorrow the next day. So if they can't, then you're going to say this, right? Well, when's a good time in the coming week? Okay. You don't want to just say when's a good time. So when can you meet? Oh, I can meet January of next year. You don't want that, right? So when's a good time next week? So next week, Candy, when's a good time for you?
I'm good on a Friday, but I'll have to check my schedule.
Okay, so I know you're extremely busy, right? And I'm also extremely busy. So do you want to pencil in? Do you want to schedule Friday of next week to talk?
Yeah, I think that sounds okay.
Great. So open your schedule. See what time would work for you. You see what I just did? I said, open your schedule and look what time will work for you. Not what works for me. Let's ask Candy what's good for Candy.
Would like 9 a.m. be good?
9 a.m. 9 a.m. would, let me check the schedule because I want to make sure, I want to make sure that I keep my commitment to you. Okay. 9 a.m. works. I'm going to put you in the schedule. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to reserve that time. Okay. So Candy, 9 a.m. on Friday. Okay. Got it. I'm going to block that time, Candy. Okay. And I won't put any other appointment in there. So Candy, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Candy, if something comes up and you can't make it, can you let me know as early as you can so we can reschedule? Because if you can't make it, if you can't make it, I'm gonna put another appointment in that schedule. Okay. So Friday at 9, and then oh, by the way, Candy, I'm working with a business partner. She is absolutely amazing at building businesses. Her name is Kai. Okay. I'm going to ask Kai to jump on with me. I wanted to explain some things to you. Her job, though, Candy, Kai's job is just, I'm going to ask her just to explain a few things to you. Okay. And then her job is not to press you to do anything or to buy anything or anything. I just want to show you what this business is, but she's really amazing. We're working together in this. I'm going to ask her to come on. She can explain it. After she's done, you and I can talk. Okay? Would that work?
Yes. Yes, sounds good.
Okay, perfect. And I will send you, if it's Zoom or if we're going to meet at a little cafe, we're going to set that time up, whatever it was. Okay, we're going to set that time up. Okay, did that help, Candy?
Yes, but can I have a follow-up question?
Yes, go ahead.
What if that person says, "Oh, is this network marketing?"
Great. So guess what? What if, right? How would you like someone to answer that? How would you like, let's say you ask me, is this network marketing? What would you want me to say? Would you want me to be honest? Or you want me to lie?
I usually want to tell the truth and just be honest and say, yes,
Good.
it is.
So guess what, Candy? Telling the truth is always the best solution. So don't lie, okay? So if they say, is this network marketing? I'm going to say, yes, it is, okay? And I'm excited to talk to you about it. So I'll see you on Friday, okay? And if you hesitate or whatever, then I'm going to say, okay, is there a problem? I'm going to ask you, right? It looks like you hesitated, or would that be a problem if it's network marketing?
I don't think it actually works.
Oh, I see. So what don't you like about it, Candy? So you're going to ask questions. Okay, Candy, what don't you like about it? And why don't you think it works?
I just don't think it does.
I see. Have you ever done it before, Candy?
I have. I've tried, actually.
So you tried, and
It is hard getting people in.
it's hard, huh?
Convincing people to join because they don't like network marketing.
I see. So because you did it and it didn't work, then you think network marketing doesn't work. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, I don't know exactly what you did, okay, and how you did it, but let me tell you, I got a great friend of mine. Her name is Kai, and oh my gosh, she's built a large business all over the United States, all over Philippines, and she's building a global business. And guess what? It worked for her. And all I know is that, here's what I think. Let me ask you a question. So let's say you bought a car and the car didn't work, right? You bought a car and it had some problems with it. Would you not buy another car?
I would.
You would? Okay. And I think that's the same thing here. Just because it was bad, it doesn't mean it might be just because of that opportunity. A couple of things I know. One is it's who you work with. One is it's what it is, right? If the product is unique and consumable. And another one is just timing, right? And training. But Candy, if you're not interested, if you don't even want to hear about it, and you said you want to make some extra money because you wanted to send your kids to school and give them some good education, whatever they said, you're going to remind them, right? So let's say Candy said, I wanted to send my kids to get a good education. So I'm going to remind her. So you said you want to make some money so you could, send your kid to a good school and give them a good education. But if you're not interested in doing that, then you don't have to listen. It's okay. I don't want to force you. I'm not going to beg you to do it, but I do know that it's a great opportunity. And maybe if you listened, you might think this is different than the other thing that you did before. So what do you think? Would you be open to finding what it is?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, good. So that's what I would do. I would just kind of talk a little bit about it, right? Don't try to convince Candy. Don't convince them. Okay, just tell a story. Okay, because here's what: facts tell, and stories sell. So you want to tell some stories like, oh, I have my friend Kai, right? Or if I bought a car and it didn't work, and oh my gosh, but I knew it was a car, and so it didn't stop me from buying another car. That's kind of how this is. But I'm not sure, Candy. Would you be open? So tell stories, okay? And then if they're not interested, say that it's, and give them a way out. Say it's okay. If you're not interested, it's fine. And remind them about what they wanted, what they told you, right? Like if they said, I wanted to send my kids to give them a good education, right? And just be you. Just talk from the heart and just say, hey, friend, I just want to share this, and maybe it's something different. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're not going to like it. I don't know. But would you at least just be open to finding out what it is? And then you can tell me no. If you tell me no at the end, it's okay too. We're still friends, Candy. Okay?
I usually have like a problem when I have to tell them that there's going to be someone else coming in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Good. I hope that worked. Okay? I hope that works. Great. You don't ask them that you're going to bring someone. You just tell them, and you're going to tell them her job. Here's what's really important: that her job or his job is just to explain, and then you can decide whether you want more information or not. And after she's done, then you and I can talk more. Okay? She's not going to press you to do anything. She's just going to explain, and then you and I can talk. Okay, Kai. I hope that helped.
This is the perfect, mastering the art of communication, you guys. And the only way to learn how Mark does it or how I do it is just do it over and over and over. Make mistakes. Get dirty, and you will master the skills and the art of communication.
Don't be fake. Be you. Just
Be
talk
you.
from your heart. Just talk from your heart. Okay?
Wonderful. That was really good, Candy. I hope you got some notes there.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for being on. And I just, my challenge to you, if you want to build your business, is to make a commitment, right? The plan is to fill that chart out and then keep doing it until you can fill that chart, and do it over and over and over again. So thank you so much.
Let's give Mark a number 10 as an Executive Master Pro 10 for a perfect training and coaching for tonight. Mark, that was awesome. That's beyond awesome, actually. Thank you for sharing your knowledge once again with us and always being there for us. Thank you. Give him a 10, perfect 10. This is a perfect 10 training.
I'm going to send her a chart, so fill the chart out. Let's see how many completed charts we can get over the
I
next
need that
6 months.
chart, Mark, because they have a big homework, right? The moment you come back again for another Saturday, which is not too far from now, guys, we've got to give him some great information and success.
And
Okay?
just know this, it's not always easy, and not everyone's going to say yes, but even if it sucks, embrace the suck and keep doing it over and over. It's just a matter of numbers, right? The more you talk to, the quicker the more no's you're going to get, and the quicker you can get to a yes. Okay? Thanks so much. Have a great
Thanks
night,
so much.
a great day, everyone.
Love you guys. Ciao.
Thank you, Kai.